I will share my presentation, something unusual, but with my colleague Steven Silver from TomTom, and I would like just to introduce where we come from. I'm from the JRC. I'm leading the geospatial action of the ISA program, ELISE, European Location Interoperability Solution for e-government. And out of all the solution tools and pilots we developed, I thought that we can present today this example because it's very easy to understand and you can see a direct benefit also for citizens. It's an example of data that can be shared by public administrations and business, commercial, in this case, commercial map provider of car navigation. So, I would like to start by saying this to how to move. Change the slide. Sorry. How to? Did you click it on? No. Okay. So I would like to everybody of us. We know how much is important to geospatial information, location information for in our professional private life. We have in our device and also navigation, satellites, Galileo, information, basic geographic information are essential for our daily life. For example, in this case, for the Intelligent Transport System Directive, for smart city, and so on. When we are talking about geospatial information, we have to refer always to INSPIRE. INSPIRE is a directive, is a law, and is something that every member state should comply by 2020. It's composed by a set of institutional framework, data, technical infrastructure standards, and services. As you can see, INSPIRE is becoming lingua franca and is mentioned in a lot of initiatives of the European Commission, Public Sector Information Directive, E-Government Action Plan, Tallinn Declaration, Open Data Charter, Open Data Strategy, and so on. Also in the Intelligent Transport System Directive. So the aim of this was a directive was conceived for environmental purposes. But here we have 3 annexes with three different milestones. Also, we have 34 spatial teams. So, it's an infrastructure can be reused in other domains. And that's what we did. We tried to understand in which way it can be reused, for example, in the transport domain. So, go beyond INSPIRE. Thanks to the ISA program, now we are linking our JRC institutional research on digital government together with geospatial data and with INSPIRE, and we are linking to the ISA program to try to reuse INSPIRE in other domains. And that's what we are trying to do today and explain the benefit with this pilot that we started only with Norway and Sweden. So the pilot was about that. You know that in our car you have your map, and what is important for TomTom and Nokia here is to have updated map. They need authoritative data, for example, for change of speed limits from the public administration. Can be mapping agency, can be road authorities, but they need this data. You can imagine in Norway and Sweden, only in 2015, you say how many times you change the speed limits from 60 to 80 or vice versa. In 1 year, in Sweden, Norway, they change a couple hundred times. You can 200 times, so it's a lot. And to get this data from them was really complicated. DigiMove, our colleagues in the Commission on Mobility and Transport, said, let's try to do something, reuse INSPIRE framework to exchange the data. And that's what we did. And the benefit were using INSPIRE that we had an error rate in the maps reduced by 25% to 7%, so rate of reduction error of 72%. Now they have an automatized process to access data. All the updates are there, and Steven can explain a bit more, yes, what we have done. So we start with 2 countries, then DigiMove invested additional money in Connected Europe facilities, what Mario this morning underlined, to enlarge this concept to other 14 countries, so we can have this established at European level. Steven, the floor is yours.
I have to hurry up. So, good morning. Thank you, Francesco, very much for sharing your session with me, with TomTom. So my name is Stefan Chobel. I'm the Partner Development Manager and the Open Data Program Manager at TomTom. So TomTom, as you probably know, is a company which is all about navigation solutions. So our mission is to bring the most innovative technologies for tomorrow's mobility. So stay with me. I just have 2 or 3 slides to set the scene, and then I will move back to the project. So TomTom has 4 different business units: automotive, consumer, enterprise, and telematics. Automotive is serving our automotive customers, of course. Consumer is serving our P&D and mobile app customers. Enterprise is serving our online and GIS clients, and telematics is, of course, serving our fleet clients. Now, all these business units rely on components, core technologies such as digital maps, navigation, software, and services as traffic, EVS, so charging points for electric vehicles, and so on. One of our jewels of our product is the maps, the digital maps, and currently we have maps for almost 150 countries, covering something like almost 60 million kilometers of digital roads. Our high-definition maps are our new products, the products of the future that will enable autonomous driving, self-driving cars, and the like. And in order to do so, to build these maps and certainly to maintain these maps, you need to combine a number of sources in a very clever way. On the top you see professional map making. That's the operating mobile mapping vehicles, sending people to the field to do verification. We also do a lot of community mapping, so mining millions of anonymized GPS traces, combining it with input from active community and social media, and also combining it with floating car data, extended floating car data. On the top right, authoritative sources, that's where I work. We are also mining a lot of information from road authorities to maintain our digital maps. What's the challenge? So the challenge is to source changes of road data in a reliable way, in a harmonized way, and on a European scale. In general, it's also on a global scale, but I'm focusing here on the European part. So how did we solve it? And that's all resulting for our activities in the ISA and the INSPIRE program and the EULF ELISE project that we were involved in. From that, we set up a platform called TNITS, which is a platform set up 5 years ago to technically describe the interface between the road authorities in Europe and the map makers, but also to align all the stakeholders so that we know what we are talking about, that all the authorities know what the expectations are from the industry, and to jointly come up with solutions. We have, within the program, set up a number of pilot implementations, and these were very successful. And we are currently deploying those concepts and the infrastructure across Europe. As you see on the picture, you are not doing this alone, and this I want to stress. We are, within this TNITS platform, uniting all the stakeholders and building consensus on expectations on what exactly road authorities can provide. We have addressed the difficult cross-border aspects. We have investigated optimal location referencing methods, and found solutions for them. We started with champions in Norway and Sweden, so road authorities that were willing to share updates of speed limit information for their entire road network. And we are currently rolling out the results of the projects and other implementations in the rest of Europe. We are also expanding the number of use cases, so not only safety-related use cases, but also use cases in the domain of logistics and multimodal services and also autonomous driving. So, can I go back? So, the movie is not really showing up, that's a pity, because I wanted to highlight the value for TomTom in engaging in this activity. So we get access to high quality of updates of a number of road attributes. As Francesco already mentioned, we were able to reduce the error rates in our map products significantly, so bringing it down to the levels that are expected from us by our customers. We get daily updates. We get these updates via APIs, and we, for example, from the Nordics, over 1.5 years, we have received over 1 million of changes on the road network, mainly speed limits, but also street names and other type of information. We get this from a trusted source. Much of the data is made available as open data, which is very interesting for us because it eases the effort in a licensing aspect. The legal aspect is important there. We have consistent pan-European solutions, and we are currently rolling it out in a project called TNITS over nine new member states across Europe. So this is bringing value to TomTom, but also with our products, we are bringing back the value to the European citizens by increasing or improving the mobility, making it greener and making it more efficient. And that's the way we also bring value to the citizens. So I thank you for your attention.
Thank you.